Nothing brings me back to my childhood like eating at Chef Mickey's. Let's go have some dinner. There is no doubt that Chef Mickey's is a super popular restaurant, but that's mainly because of the characters and the location, not necessarily the food. But I happen to be in the minority here. I actually kind of dig the food, at least from what I can remember. So every single year when I was a child, we would come to Disney World once a year in the beginning of November, and our first dinner of the trip was always at Chef Mickey's. It was like a family tradition for us. We'd come the first time every single visit, even like when me and my sisters were all older as well. We would always come here the first trip. It was like a double buffet day. We would always go to Magic Kingdom the first day, we'd eat at Crystal Palace for breakfast, and then hop over to the Contemporary for dinner at Chef Mickey's. So it was a lot of food that day, but I always have such good memories of this place, and like it really brings me back to my childhood. It has been quite a few years since I've eaten here. The last time I ate here for dinner was actually with my little cousins, and then like a couple of years ago I came for breakfast when they didn't have the characters back, when it just reopened from COVID, and they brought all the food to your table, and haven't been back since. I know they just opened the buffet again like less than a year ago, I believe, and yeah, I'm really excited to check it out and see if the food is as good as I remember. I don't really know if it is or not because everyone doesn't seem to like the food, but we'll see. Okay, so in order to relive my childhood, I of course had to bring my brother to Chef Mickey's. We used to come here all the time as kids. Mom and Dad used to bring us. So isn't this so exciting that we're back?
Honestly, I'm kind of mad Mom and Dad aren't here, but as long as I get to spend this time with my sister, that's all that matters.
Okay, so it's also my first time here with my sister-in-law, Isabel. Are you excited for Chef Mickey's today? There's nothing quite like 3 adults doing character dining, right?
This is my favorite thing. You know this is my favorite thing.
It is. Ryan loves this.
Yeah.
Me and Isabel, not so much.
That's why they're seated on this side, and I'm like, why did, like, I'm the open target.
For real. If you guys watch the channel a lot, you know that I am not the biggest fan of character dining, but my brother Ryan, he loves it. And we've been eating at so many character meals this past month. He's calling it exposure therapy, so I can get more comfortable at character dining. It's worked. We've had a lot of fun doing it. So if you guys are wanting to see more like character dining reviews, check the rest of my page out because there are a ton from just these last couple weeks. And one of the main reasons we've been doing a lot of character dining this month is because it's been so easy to find dining reservations using my special secret dining reservation finder, Mouse Watcher. I've been working with Mouse Watcher this month to show you guys how easy it can be to find these really difficult to find dining reservations like Chef Mickey's. At about 11:30 this morning, Ryan texted me and asked me if I wanted to go get dinner at Chef Mickey's tonight. I was like, yeah, sure, I'm not doing anything. So at about 12 o'clock, I signed up for Mouse Watcher alerts on their website, and like less than a half hour later, they already found a reservation for me at the time we were looking for. And I feel like I've got to show you guys some proof here. So you can see at 12:05, I signed up for the alerts, and then by 12:23, they had already found me the reservation of the exact dining time that I wanted. It just goes to prove how easy using this service is. All I did was go to mousewatcher.com. I put in the restaurant I wanted, the amount of people in my party, and the date that I wanted the reservation for. I paid $5, and it automatically sends alerts to your phone. So within 30 minutes, I already had a reservation to Chef Mickey's. It was that easy, guys. I'm gonna put the link to mousewatcher.com in the descriptions so you guys can use it to help you find reservations for your upcoming Disney trip. Ryan is making fun of me for saying this, but I feel like a lot of people don't know. At these all-you-can-eat buffet type places, drinks come included in your meal. So I got a Diet Coke here as per usual and a water. Isn't that some useful information that you guys would like to know? I would like to know it if I didn't know, but yeah. Let's go get some dinner. What I like to do when coming to these buffets and doing these buffet videos is film the buffet first, show you guys, go put my camera down, make a plate, and then I'll show you guys my plate. It's very hard to like hold the camera and put stuff on a plate at the same time, so let's show you guys the buffet first. So we're starting off with some bread. We have some fire roasted tomato and rosemary focaccia with some whipped butter, and please look at how cool that butter is with a Mickey on it. I love it. And then we've got all of our salads. We have a rotini pasta salad, a tomato avocado salad, some fruit salad right here, and then we've got some couscous, croutons, lettuce, and then kind of toppings for this salad bar. We've got some cheese, carrots, chickpeas, cucumbers, dressing. We've got some asparagus, some hard-boiled eggs, zucchini, olives, and then this shrimp, this peel and eat shrimp is always so good here. I always eat a ton of it. I think the shrimp are like super big, which I really enjoy. And yeah, we've got some cocktail sauce to go with it. That looks delicious. I'm definitely gonna have to get a ton. Up next, we've got our kiddie section. We've got some tater tots, some carrots, chicken nuggets, broccoli, and then some roasted chicken legs over here as well. So for all your little ones, this is what they're gonna mainly want probably. This is kind of like the Asian section here. They're whipping up some vegetable fried rice right in front of us. Over here is that fried rice. Here we've got some veggie stir-fry noodles, some orange chicken, and then we've got some fried pork dumplings. And here's some stuff that Nate would be very excited about. We've got some chicken noodle soup, as well as sausage, kale, and tortellini soup. Wow, that sausage soup actually looks really good. I've got to kind of like skip around because there's people coming from all different directions. Like this buffet doesn't have like one direction that everyone goes. People are just coming everywhere. So I'm gonna skip around and show you guys the next foods. Right over here, we've got some pickled red peppers and onions. We've got some chimichurri yuca bites. That looks fantastic. Some green beans right over there. And then we've also got an olive oil baked salmon with a tapenade. Oh, the tapenade is right there. I was like, where's the tapenade? It's not on it, but here, it looks like they've got some lemon slices on it too. And now on to some of my favorites at the buffet. From what I remember, the house-made mashed potatoes, as well as a plant-based meatloaf. That's interesting. Their mashed potatoes here are always like so creamy and cheesy and buttery. Oh, I am definitely gonna have a ton of them. And that's gonna go perfectly with this herb-crusted New York strip loin. How good does that look? And then right next door, we've got some herbed butter biscuits, some blackened shrimp and grits, and some southern macaroni and cheese and roasted herb chicken. I am really excited about this mac and cheese. One of the cast members that was walking around actually knows that I have all those mac and cheese videos, and I'm a huge mac and cheese fan. And she let me know that this mac and cheese is made house-made by one of the chefs. It's one of the chef's recipes, and it's very good. So I'm super excited to try out that mac and cheese. Continuing along on the other side, we've got some meatballs and marinara, some pasta primavera right here, seafood fra diavolo. I see some mussels in there. Wow, that's new. And then some baked ziti bolognese, along with some breadsticks here. And for our last of the food, we've got a little Spanish food. We've got some roasted pork pernil, and then some yellow rice and pigeon peas here. I'm impressed with the buffet. How about you?
Did you see the meatloaf?
The vegan meatloaf, I did.
Meatloaf.
It looks good, right? You getting it?
Yes.
Go get it.
Wish we won.
Okay, so I made my first plate of food, or plates of food. I got some of my old favorites that I remember getting coming here growing up, and then I also got some of the new things that I'm most excited to try. So of course we've got a plate of shrimp cocktail, and then over here I decided to get the New York strip loin, mashed potatoes, green beans, some of the yuca, chimichurri yuca, some salmon, and then some of that yummy looking mac and cheese. I'm gonna start with my little appetizer, the peel and eat shrimp, some cocktail sauce. Delicious and plump. The only thing that is annoying about these shrimp is that you have to peel them yourself. I feel like if you didn't have to peel them yourself, I would eat like 100 of these easily. So good. We're gonna kind of do a speed round, speed tasting on the next plate here. We'll start with that strip loin. That is delicious. It's so flavorful. The crust on the outside is like nice and charred. Adds a really nice, almost garlicky flavor. I really enjoy this. And it goes perfectly every time with these mashed potatoes.
Always potatoes.
Mashed potatoes here. They're so good. They're so like creamy. I know there's probably like a ton of butter. They might even put some cream cheese or sour cream in here with how creamy they are. But they are seriously like some of the best mashed potatoes. I don't know what they do to these, but
I think they're powdered.
You think they're powdered? Isabel, take that back.
I think they're powdered. With how much they have to make, they gotta be powdered.
They could be frozen. Trader Joe's sells frozen mashed potatoes.
That's true. Or like the kind you get at Costco.
Yeah. I don't know. whatever these potatoes are, powder, frozen, homemade, whatever it is, they taste delicious. Now for the chimichurri yuca. I was really excited for these because not only do I love chimichurri, I also really love yuca, but I feel like they're very like cardboardy. I'm not gonna eat this one because I don't want to like waste my appetite on something I don't love. The green beans. They have a ton of butter on them. But that makes them good, right? These salmon, which looks like it's not gonna have enough flavor on it, but we'll see. Yeah. As predicted, very, very plain. It needs like, I know they put the lemon on top, but it needs lemon squeezed on there and also maybe like a little garlic or something. It tastes like salmon, which I need some more seasoning on there. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, that mac and cheese. It had a really nice crust on it. I got a fresh, I know you guys got a fresh one too. I got a fresh one when I went up there to get my food, and it looked really good. Look at the crust on there. It looks delicious.
I think she wants to be with the boys because
I feel like the mac and cheese itself is maybe like a little bit dry. It needs to be like cheesier. I like super, super creamy mac and cheese. But I really like the crust on there, and the flavor is good. There are a lot of children squealing and getting very excited for these characters. Me and Isabel are not some of those people squealing and getting excited. Ryan, however.
Single time. We're here for a photo. I got a massive fork full of baked mac and cheese. Do you want to schedule like a photo shoot or something like that? Like, cause I know we love taking photos. Like, I'm your biggest fan. They're not the biggest fan of photos.
I love photos. What are you talking about?
You want a photo together then?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Perfect. Thank you.
Since we planned to come here so late, Ryan didn't have time to prepare his usual little line. So that mini thing was that made up on the spot, Ryan?
I thought like 30 seconds beforehand.
Okay. But yeah, I let Ryan do all the work as per usual. Donald's busting it down over here.
Oh, he's back. He's back.
Oh, hi.
He's back.
Oh, let him go.
Bust it down, Donald. All the characters are like dancing around. They randomly, like they were all about to come to our table and then they kind of just stopped and started dancing around to this random song. But tell me if anyone else remembers this. Like I distinctly remember at Chef Mickey's, I'm pretty sure I have a photo of me doing this too. But they used to like play a song and they used to like swirl your napkin in the air like this. I just hit myself right in the face. But like, am I crazy? I wonder if they still do that. I don't know. I always remember like loving that as a kid. We'll see if they still do it. I'm kind of not really into how they're like doing this. They have like all of the characters in the same room as us. There's like 3 or 4 separate rooms and they have all the characters in the same room and it is so chaotic in here. People screaming everywhere, characters everywhere. It is getting quite crazy. Yeah, I wish there was like more time in between each character. They were spaced out a little bit more. But yeah, it's literally like we're meeting characters like one after the other.
My gosh, it's good to see you. What were you in charge of today out of the food? Anything that I have on my plate? Anything over there? You were in charge of mashed potatoes?
Oh, those are my favorite. The mashed potatoes are so good.
Do you avoid the green beans? I usually avoid the green beans. No, you're good with all that. Obviously, I can tell it made you nice, big, and tall. How have you been doing with your anger management classes? Have you been good? You've been good? You've been improving a lot?
He's an angel.
Very good to hear. I appreciate it. We saw you dancing before. You really busted moves. So obviously, you probably also pulled one of the little phone number tags right next to the anger management classes for dance classes. That would make sense.
Daisy taught him. Daisy taught you how to dance, right? Nice to meet you, Donald. Oh, thank you. Oh. Daisy taught him how to dance, just like at the ride, right? Ryan and Donald are like really vibing today. Ryan even made up a nickname for Donald, called him Donnie. to his face. They're on like a nickname basis. I don't know.
I wanted to
This is
show my
Ryan's bit.
respect
He
for
had
when
this
you
plan.
were a boat driver. Yes, of course. Thank you for your service, and I just thank you for your service today too. Food has been amazing so far. It's been so good. We're working on everything. Anything on my plate that you worked on? Everything.
He's the head chef.
You are the head chef. Goofy told me he was the only one who touched these mashed potatoes. No, he was wrong. Completely wrong. Okay, well.
I decided to wear my Sorcerer Mickey Fantasmic tee, especially for Mickey Mouse today. I knew he would be here, so I wore this shirt for him. If you guys would like to shop for this Fantasmic tee, the link is going to be in the description, shoplbb.com. After that first plate, I went back up, grabbed a second plate, kind of with some of the newer things that I've never tried before. I got some of the Italian, I got some of this, some of the Asian food, as well as that soup, and I also saw that the mac and cheese that they put out looked a lot creamier than the first round that I got, so I got some more of that mac and cheese to give another try. I've been eyeing this sausage, kale, and tortellini soup ever since I first went up to the buffet, so I had to grab it. I'm gonna try this first since it's hot. I would try it while it's hot. Not bad, but I feel like this would give me a massive stomach ache, so I'm gonna put that back down. Just upon taste, I already know it's not gonna be fun later if I eat any more. Pot stickers. Oh, by the way, this is like another speed round we're doing here. Oh, these pot stickers have literally no flavor.
All right, ready to roll?
Not good. Orange chicken. Very soggy. Mac and cheese redo.
Come on, Brayden, let's go.
Definitely a little creamier, and you can tell there's a ton of seasoning. Like the flavor is good.
Let's go, boo-boos.
I still need more though. And then we've got some baked ziti here. Baked ziti is like one of my favorite foods. I make a really good baked ziti, but let's try it here at Chef Mickey. Not my favorite. So overall, with all of the food, there were a lot of hits, a lot of misses. Like the old classics, you just can't go wrong with. The mashed potatoes, the peel and eat shrimp, the shrimp loin. You know, I squeezed in some chicken nuggets in there. I didn't show you guys. But that stuff, it's just good. But now, it's on to desserts. Let me show you guys the desserts. So right here, we have our chocolate chip cookies, which would have been really good under some ice cream. But, yeah, no more ice cream at Chef Mickey's, which is kind of crazy. I remember making some like sundaes here that used to have like gummy bears and everything for you to load up a sundae, and yeah, ice cream no more. I've already got a bad taste in my mouth about this dessert with the no ice cream machine behind me. I don't know. Like, why don't they have that? Moving on from the ice cream, we've got some Tres Leches cake right here. Then we've got a Mickey vanilla cupcake, as well as some boba tea mousse cups. That sounds really interesting. I wonder what that is. We've got a mini red velvet cupcake. And then right over here, we've got something really awesome. We have a cannoli cheesecake. I'll definitely be grabbing one of them. And then up next, we've got a hot apple crisp, which would have gone perfectly with some soft serve vanilla ice cream. For desserts, I decided to go with the things that sounded best to me. The cannoli cheesecake, I think that's what it was, cannoli cheesecake, the apple crisp, and then this weird little boba mousse thing. I don't know. I have no clue what this is. Oh. It's like vanilla pudding with like popping fruit boba. Not my favorite. The apple crisp, which would have definitely been better with some vanilla ice cream. I like the crumbs on top. Oh wait.
It's like a weird aftertaste, right?
There is a weird aftertaste.
You know they do have vanilla ice cream, right? It's next to the rolls.
Yeah.
It's scooped.
Butter.
There was even a Mickey on it.
Yeah, there's a scoop of Mickey ice cream.
Yeah, this is like weird. Like, at first I like the flavor of the crumbs, but then they just kind of taste like almost stale. I don't know. That I was expecting more out of the apple crisp, but this I expect to love. It's the cannoli cheesecake. I love cannolis, but I highly doubt Disney can make a good cannoli, so we'll see though. I'm not really getting too much cannoli. I'm puzzled. I thought the inside would be like, I guess it is. It looks like doughy. Like instead of like cannoli cream, look at it.
What is that?
It's supposed to be a cannoli cheesecake.
Oh, there's like a layer right
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's not bad. It tastes good, but I don't think it tastes like a cannoli. Does not taste like a cannoli at all. But out of the desserts that I did try, this is without a doubt the best one. But overall, I wish I had more mashed potatoes and some more of that carb steak instead of this dessert. I feel like I just like wasted part of my appetite on this because none of it was worth it. Okay, but after that dessert, we made our way out of the restaurant and back onto the 4th floor of the Contemporary. Big question, is this restaurant worth it? For $62 per adults and just adults dining here, absolutely not. Like, it's definitely not worth it. You could get better food, better character dining at different restaurants elsewhere. I really like Storybook Dining at Wilderness Lodge. That's a great character meal with fantastic food, as is Topolino's breakfast. The food there is great. It's a character meal. I just feel like the food and the food quality at those restaurants is definitely a lot better, so it makes it a little bit more worth your money in my opinion. But if I had children, like this restaurant like screams Disney to me. Like this just reminds me of my childhood. Like when I come to Chef Mickey's, like that is the definition of a Disney restaurant to me. Like like you feel like you're truly at Disney World once you come to Chef Mickey's. So like the magic is still there in the restaurant, but like it's just like $62 is a lot of money. Like I can't lie to you guys. It's a lot of money to justify dining as an adult with no children. But again, if you had kids, like this is a great place to take them. Maybe just not the best for 3 grown adults. But I'll definitely come back because like I said, I just have so many memories here that like it's a good place to come every once in a while.
Listen, I don't know what's wrong with my system, but it's so good, worth every single penny. Anybody, you should save up. You should actually dip out of your retirement savings to go. I'm kidding, don't do that. It's definitely not worth it for adults, but if you like fun character interaction, just go wait in line at the parks. So yeah.
I wouldn't want to wait in line at the parks with my kids. Imagine how long it would take to meet all of those characters in the parks.
You'd have at least 2 more minutes with them there. Because here they're like, boom, 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 boom.
They did rush us a lot.
They rushed us a lot, and they were all like right at once. They were like, I at least took 2 elbows from Goofy.
I did not like that part either, how they were all back to back. I mentioned that earlier, but that was not great. But still, it's I'd rather pay the money to meet all the characters there with my children than have to wait in line for them.
Also, if you're already paying to be in the park,
Yeah.
that's taking time away from park time. So I guess
True.
This is worth it for that because yeah, you're paying $60, but how much is it to go into the park, and then how much are you taking away from rides and from other stuff you have to do in the park? So
You got money? A penny. Oh, nice. What's on it, Chef Mickey?
Oh, it's upside down.
I can't even see.
It's a Contemporary.
Kristen,
Oh, that's actually cool. I can't
thanks for
even see
helping
it.
us film the day.
Oh, thank you. I want to give a shout out to everyone who's joined my Patreon. Marie, Karis, Carol, Lauren, Mulligan, Daniel, Adam and Jen, Harold, Angela, Danielle, Wayne, the Latham Thomas family, Linda, Armando, Loco, Tracy, Leah, John Paul, Dustin, Nancy, Kara, Jeremy, Barbara, Lisa, Paul, Misty, Abdullah, Ashley, and Lindsay. Thank you guys so much as always. If anyone else would like to join to help support the channel, the link is going to be right below in the description. But yeah, that's going to do it for Chef Mickey's today. If you guys have like a restaurant that reminds you of your childhood, a Disney restaurant that reminds you of your childhood, let me know down below in the comments, because like I've mentioned many times, Chef Mickey's is it for me. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!